Hi guys, Tracy here, and today I'm going to show you the difference between a high-speed centrifugal juicer that works at a speed of thousands of rotations per minute, kind of like a washing machine on a spin cycle, and the Nama J2 cold press juicer, which works at a slow speed, which preserves nutrients, vitamins, enzymes, because it's working at a slow speed. So today I have exactly the same recipe for both juicers. I even weighed them with a produce scale so everything would be exact. So this is a mid-priced centrifugal juicer, and they all pretty much work the same, and the point is just to share that this is the type of juicer that it is. So get ready, it's gonna get loud. I have 3 apples, a lemon, spinach I weighed, but it's about 2 cups. Some ginger. Whoops. And the celery I also weighed. So as you can see, this made about 2.5 cups of juice, and the juice is very foamy. And let's take a look at the pulp. So as you can see, this wasted quite a bit of produce here. It's all up here, just kind of threw it everywhere. There's pieces, whole pieces of apple in this pulp. I'll just show you how whole pieces of cucumber and apple came through here, and the spinach is not processed very well. So there is the centrifugal juicer. Now let's see how the J2, the Nama J2 cold press does. So before I start, I'm just going to cut, this is how I've got pulp all over me. I'm going to cut this in thirds because that's the best way to do the celery. And then in order for the cucumber to fit, I'm also going to cut the cucumber in thirds. But other than that, we're going to put everything in whole. Now when you go to use the Nama cold press, you want to load your greens in first, and then do your softer fruits and veggies. Whoops. And make sure you don't go past the fill line. So I'm gonna make sure I stay under the fill line here. So we're gonna reload this produce. Again, it's the same amount of produce. So this is working at a slow speed of, instead of over 2,000 rotations per minute, this is working at a slow speed of 50 rotations per minute. And this blade is incredible because it can do apples, carrots, beets, greens. It does everything well. And I'm gonna reload. So again, it's 3 apples, 1 lemon, 2 inches of ginger, and an English cucumber. And about 2 pieces of celery. I weighed the celery so that they would be exactly the same. I'm gonna go ahead and add the apple now, the final apple. You can see the color of this juice is much richer color. less foam. Now I learned some really interesting things, and inside of this hopper, these ridges, they're called rips. These keep the spinach from sticking to the walls of the inside of the hopper. And this blade, they worked on this machine for 3 years to perfect it, and every single inch of this machine has a special purpose. And so it's really kind of fun to learn all about this machine. There's so much to know and so much thought went into it. They really listened to people's needs. So as you can see, this juice is a much deeper green, a lot less foam. Many of the recipes that I make don't have any foam, but greens can sometimes have a little more foam than usual. And let's take a look at the pulp. This pulp is dry and finely processed, and there's no pieces of apple or celery. This is all dry and finely processed. Let's look at the color of the juice made in the centrifugal juicer. There's a lot of foam there, quite a bit of foam. So here there's about 3.5 cups of juice, and this has about 2 cups of juice and almost an inch of foam, and it's turning brown very quickly. So it's not just about the yield, it's about the quality of juice that you're getting and the flavor. So we're preserving vitamins, minerals, enzymes. All these nutrients are being preserved because we're using the slow speed and the cold press, the whole design of the juicer. And then this high speed centrifugal force, this creates a lot of friction and a lot of heat that destroys nutrients. And another big difference is you can put this juice into glass bottles and store it for up to 72 hours. Where this, depending on the juicer, this juicer says drink it within 15 minutes. People will try to save money and they'll just go out and they'll spend, say, $130 on this centrifugal juicer, thinking, I just want to see if I'm going to stick with it before I make this big investment. And what they're not considering is this is a completely different juicing experience. And you are looking at a whole completely different quality of juice, the yield. A slow speed juicer will pay for itself in a very short amount of time because you're looking at the quality of the juice, the yield, the savings in produce. I mean, I drive almost an hour to go to Whole Foods to get good, fresh, organic produce. So I want it to make some good juice that's gonna last, that I can batch juice and make ahead of time.